con los rompe discoteca.
Tú quieres duro. 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 Hoy te demostramos que somos los nuevos jefes del underground. Quieres duro.
Dale tiro y dale más duro.
Eres high, eres far, eres God.
Los verdaderos. Vamos pa' la calle.
Mi gente, what's good? Welcome to another episode of Don Yankee con el Bori Roberto Ruiz, aka Don Sicario. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone's behaving this off season. I know it's dry, so everybody's on Twitter bickering and warring with each other. It's boring right now, I get it. So, if you have some spare time, come vibe with me. Let's talk a little bit on some updates that I have. So, today I'm going to discuss the WBC and two other New York Yankees that are going to participate. I want to talk about the 2023 non-roster invites to spring training and the Brian Cashman quote. So, first of all, the WBC, not only is Nestor Cortez going to play for Team USA, Gleyber Torres is going to play for Team Venezuela. Good for you, Gleyber. Good for you. You know, you're taking one for the team. You're going to go rep your country, and you're going to give the baby bombers some more time to play in spring training. So, it's a win-win. Jonathan Loaizaga. He's going to be playing for Team Nicaragua. I'm excited for that. I hope everybody from Nicaragua is excited for that, and I'm sure they are. Good for him. Now, let's get into the 2023 non-roster invites. There's a few names. I'm not going to discuss everyone individually. You know, I know a lot of people don't go on Twitter or they just get their news on YouTube. So we'll just name everyone and kind of go from there. Jesus Bastidas, Jake Bowers, Matt Bowman, Sean Boyle, Josh Brayu, Willie Calhoun, Andres Chaparro, Tyler Danish, Wilmer Defoe, Jason Dominguez, Elijah Dunham, Rodolfo Duran, DeMarcus Evans, Ian Hamilton, Michael Morcillo, wow, Billy McKinney, Carlos Narvaez, James Norwood, Rafael Ortega, Nick Ramirez, Lisandro Santos, Anthony Siegler, DJ Snelton, what the frick is DJ Snelton? No, Mitch Spence, Tanner Tully, Anthony Volpe, the golden kid of the New York Yankees, Ryan Weber, Austin Wells, and Jamie Westbrook. 2023 non-roster invites, my friends. This is going to be exciting. We got a lot of big names on there and a lot of low-key names that have a bigger chance of making the team than the usual suspects that everybody's discussing. But I'm excited that Jason Dominguez got an invite. That kid is built like a little miniature Hulk. You know, Jason Dominguez is going to get a chance to play. And we're going to see if he has what it takes to make the lineup. Do I think he'll make it? I don't think he does. But it's going to be fun. And he's going to get a chance to be out there. I tweeted, if Jason Dominguez and Anthony Volpe make the opening day starting lineup, did the Yankees win the World Series? I don't make the rules. I kid. Relax. Anthony Volpe is going to get a chance to play. And IKF has he's going to have some competition. Because Peraza's defense is elite. He looks so natural out there. And he has some pop. So if like I said before, the Yankees could get the bat going. As long as that defense is there, we're good. Anthony Volpe with Gleyber Torres playing for Team Venezuela. Anthony Volpe is going to get more time to show out. and to fight for that position, because a lot of people said that he's going to end up being a second baseman. But the Yankees have him as a shortstop to become the shortstop of the Yankees. So it's going to be a good fight. I think Anthony Volpe's defense is good enough to play shortstop. He's fast as hell. But the problem I'm seeing is Peraza's defense. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but apparently his defense is better. But who knows? Maybe it could be a shortstop, second base type of thing with Peraza's at shorty and Anthony Volpe's at second. Or, or third base or whatever the case is. But I'm excited that they're going to get a chance to show out. I love spring training because the youngins come up and they battle it out. It's not like the vets. The vets want to take their time and they want to, they're on vacation. They're not as hungry as these kids are. The kids come up there and they just want to, but we have some two names. There's some more in there, but I want to mention these two names. There's two names out here that they're not kids. They're not babies. Willie Calhoun and Rafael Ortega. These guys have played in the majors. And to me, low-key, one of these guys is going to make the team. One of these guys is going to be, if they don't make any big trades, right? Plan C. I think that's why Cashman has been bringing in so much depth. Like, he's been signing all these guys to minor league contracts just in case, right? Willie Calhoun and Rafael Ortega, Rafael Ortega is not that bad. I didn't know much about these two guys, but from what I'm hearing and from what I'm seeing, they're actually not bad. So I can see them being low-key moves that, like, it's just so Yankee-ish, right? Like, we're all expecting the big names, and we go into the season with somebody nobody would even thought of being on this team. Anyways, so far this is what we have, folks. I'm excited for spring training. We're almost there. We're almost there. Now, let's get to the bochinche, right? Because any chance we get to bash Brian Cashman, we're going to do it until further notice. Until he gives us a reason not to. Oh, Sicario's always talking about Brian Cashman. First of all, anyways, I used to be a big stan of Brian Cashman. Hashtag Cash God. I used to always defend Brian Cashman. But not anymore. What has he done for us? What has he done lately that has given us a reason to root for him? Like, it's been some bad moves after bad moves that in their little heads, it makes sense. Like Michael Kay would say, to them, they are geniuses. And if you don't agree, you're just dumb. You're not smart enough to get it. Like, if we're not watching every game on TV, if we're not on our phones paying attention to all the beat writers and all, like, us Yankee fans, as annoying as we are constantly in tune with what's happening with this team. Don't sit there and try to tell us what we are. And like, no, we know what the fuck we're talking about. They're just lucky we're such good fans. Like, we're so like stuck to being fans that we don't give up on this team. This is his quote. It felt like the way our fan base reacted. We got knocked out in the first round. The reality was we had a hell of a run at it. A hell of another run at it. How you mean? Ay, señor. Let me take a sip of my coffee because this guy got a set of nuts on him. Like, it's clearly not that important for them to make the World Series. They're not, to them, having over 90 wins each season and touching that postseason is a dub for them. Why? They made their money during the season. They made their money in the playoffs. They're making money regardless. And to them, the playoffs is a crapshoot, right? Look at the Phillies. But I tell you what, the Phillies made some moves during the offseason and the trade deadline that worked out, that panned out. Brian Cashman has made moves in the offseason with Josh Donaldson, IKF, Frankie Montas, like he brings good pitchers in. Brian Cashman, everybody says he's good with bullpen arms. He just never knows how to bring in starters. And sometimes the position players don't work out. Some of them do. I give credit to him. Yeah, he has some moves that work out. But a lot of the big moves, for instance, that Josh Donaldson, that's kind of keeping us, we can't make any further moves because of how much we're paying him, how much we're paying Hicks. Like, there's a lot of bad like, I don't understand sometimes. I'm not one of these nerds that just on there getting with all the numbers and whatnot. I'm just a regular Joe fan that sits there and watches the game, tries to go to the stadiums, drink a beer, watch the game. That's up to them. That's their job. Well, who would you put? I don't know. That's their job. But why is it that some of these other organizations seem like they're light years ahead of them? Anyways, Brian Cashman, my friend, and then they brought in these two other Manaya and whatever the hell's the other name is. We haven't seen anything yet. I'm still a believer that spring training there's gonna be some big moves happening. Because Brian Cashman doesn't like taking L's. He doesn't like to be known for taking L's. And it's publicly shown that he has taken L's so far, especially with Frankie Montas. He might need shoulder surgery. If he has to get surgery and he's out for this season, I mean, that was a bad trade. We lost some good arms. Some of those good arms could have been used for a Brian Reynolds package. You guys know. I don't even have to explain everything he's done. Everybody, we're all in tune. We know what's happening. You guys know how bad it is. So, hopefully he busts out some good moves. He busts out a good move and get the fans back on track with him, because right now, no senor. A lot of fans do not like Brian Cashman. Hal actually is on our good list as of late. Hal Steinbrenner did what he had to do. Little Stein is big Stein, right? El papá de los Yankees. Hal Steinbrenner said, all right, I did my part, now you got to do your part. Oh, but he's not letting him go over the 290. So what? If you're such a good GM, you should be able to make it work. You shouldn't have these bad deals like the Josh Donaldson deal and the Hicks contract holding us back. If you're such a good GM, you should have all of this controlled. How is it that fans complain about something on Twitter and they're complaining, and then the next season, once we've been eliminated and et cetera, then they start doing what we've been talking about. It's like, how the hell are the fans ahead of the game? The fans were crying for lefties. They're like, no, the stadium and blah, 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 it'll work. What do? They force to get some lefties. Yankee fans cry for this, cry for that. But let me tell you something. They might seem like crybabies, but we know what we need for this team. We watching the games. We are so invested. We know what the hell we're talking about. Not everyone. Not everyone, okay? Let me take that with a grain of salt. Not everyone knows what they're talking about. I know there's some crazies out there. Some people might see me as a crazy. That's fine. Yo soy un poquito loquito. That's fine. I'll take it. But we're all fans through and through. At the end of the day, we're all fans. So, hopefully, by the next time I get on, we have some good news. It's going to be dry for a bit until spring training, in my opinion. So, thank you for listening. Leave a like, subscribe, show some love, folks. We are all in this together. Again, this is Roberto Ruiz, a.k.a. Don Sicario, with another episode of Don Yankee con el Bori. Hold it down.